Hi everyone, welcome back to Jed's podcast. Today's a very special day. It's Blue Ribbon. I'll be chatting to Bendigo's Sergeant Mick from Victoria Police from Bendigo. Welcome to the show, Mick. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Hey mate, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. And yourself?
Good, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, that's good. So the first question to ask, obviously today is a really important day. It's Blue Ribbon. How long has it been running for, do you know?
It's been running for quite a while, mate. So it started, I think, about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's built into something quite large, which is nice. It's used to sort of remember the police officers that have unfortunately lost their lives in the line of duty, but it also celebrates and recognises the people who are currently serving the community and are doing the right thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a very special event. So obviously Blue Ribbons today, do you know if they do it in like Queensland or New South Wales, or is it just in Victoria, the Blue Ribbon Day?
No, yeah, I'm not sure on that. I know it definitely runs in Victoria, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right. No worries. Yeah, so with Blue Ribbon Day, normally outside of COVID, because obviously this year's a completely different year, do Victorian Police run a big event on it to recognise?
Not necessarily. There is the day where we recognise, which is the 29th of September each year.
Yeah.
But in saying that, the Blue Ribbon Foundation runs 365 days a year. So at any stage, you can get online the Blue Ribbon Foundation website and purchase blue ribbons and so forth, and all of those donations go towards the Blue Ribbon Foundation, of course.
Thank you for telling people about that. Yeah. So, is there any other like big events, I suppose, that Victoria Police are involved in? I know you did the walk last year with the torchlight with Special Olympics. That must have been That must have been a special day for you and the.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and the other officers were involved.
Yep. Yeah, we try and get involved at Bendigo as much as we can in community groups and community events. So we try and attend as much as we can. So whether it is something to do with the Special Olympics, whether it's something to do with local sports, local charities, we try and get ourselves involved, get out there so then people can see us for something else apart from going out and catching the bad guys every day. There is another element to policing, and that is communicating and interacting with the public and seeing our good side as well.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you just mentioned then, obviously, COVID. Is there any like different type of work that Victoria Police are doing at the moment with like roadblocks and obviously door knocking on people that may have tested positive or should be staying at home and stuff? Sure, there's a lot of
there's quite a bit involved in that. So there's obviously the roadblocks. There was one in Heathcote, which I believe has been taken down now, but there's still the one operating in Gisborne, where Bendigo Police members do attend each day and will continue to do so until the restrictions and so forth are lifted. In regards to people who have tested earlier on, we're ensuring that people who needed to quarantine were doing the right thing, ensuring that they were staying inside, having the 14 days self-isolated, so then that would stop the spread if they did have the COVID condition. We're pretty lucky here in Bendigo. Like there hasn't really been much backlash in regards to it. Everyone's been on board with having to isolate, sticking by the conditions that we've needed to. Hence why now we're able to get out and do a little bit more than our metro counterparts and can start getting back to life the way it was pre-COVID.
Victoria Police are doing a outstanding job, Mick. Obviously, keeping everyone safe in the community. They're doing a fantastic job. They're always on the front line, as we were speaking before. You just don't know who is out there that may have it and may not know. So thanks to all the Victoria police officers that are doing a fantastic job keeping the community safe in such a difficult.
No, it is good, mate. We have some good people that are working here in Bendigo and statewide. If there's one thing I do want to put forward here is if we do continue to stick to the guidelines that are put forward, we will end up back to normality sooner rather than later. So whether you do like it or not, just stick with it. We're not far away from getting back to normality.
Well said there, Mick. No one wants to be in the position that we're in. No one likes it, but if everyone just does a little bit in the community, we can start to hopefully slowly open up and do things that we love. Might be sporting events, might be going to a pub and hanging out with your mates, doing whatever. So if everyone does the right thing, we can do what we would like to hopefully do at some stage when it's safe to do so, obviously.
Exactly right. Yep.
Yeah, so just a quick question. I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer this, but Victoria Police must be getting frustrated with the ones in Melbourne. I'm sure you've heard about it, the protests, the people going there and just wanting to annoy the rest of the community and just antagonise things and obviously cause trouble. It must be frustrating for you guys because you're the ones that are on the front line dealing with people that just want to cause trouble.
Yeah, it is frustrating, but I do want to say that these are the guys that are getting airtime on the news. They're the ones that are drawing attention to themselves, and it is definitely the minority. 99.9% of people are doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So while it is broadcasted on the news and various outlets that there are people protesting, it really is the minority, and there's not that many people doing it. So we'll look on the other side of that and just congratulate the people who are doing the right thing and are allowing us to move forward. And again, getting back to life and normality as soon as we can.
Yeah, that's right, mate. There is so many people out there. As you said, that 99% people are definitely doing the right thing. They want to do the right thing for the community. It's just, unfortunately, it doesn't matter what it is. It's always that 1 or 2% people that just don't care and just don't want to follow the rules for whatever reason. Yeah,
that's right.
You just said about media, obviously, the big news companies, as we know. Do you reckon they sometimes agonise things, and obviously that's how people jump on board with it by putting stuff on the media? Do you reckon sometimes that may cause things?
I can't really say too much, but I guess the TV reporters and news outlets are paid by people who are trying to get as many people tuned in or as many people to read the papers and so forth. So I guess they've got to try and report on those topics that, could cause controversy or, just something that you can talk about sort of thing. So while I don't think that it helps in some ways, it does help in other ways. So like with getting messages out and putting examples out there of people doing the right thing, I like the way that they do that.
Yeah, that's right. There's definitely some good things in media about it. So what is your role in, obviously, the police force with Victoria Police? What's your main...
So I'm a sergeant in the Bendigo uniform section here at the Bendigo Police Station.
Yeah, fantastic. So how did you get into becoming a police officer?
Yeah, so it's been in the job 11 years now. Before I joined the job, I was actually working at the Bairnsdale Special School.
Fantastic.
And great experience and definitely helped me understand a side of life that I wasn't familiar with, like with kids with autism, Asperger's, disabilities, which definitely has helped me to be able to communicate with those sorts of people.
Yeah.
Or that community. So it was something that I wanted to do from an early age, but wanted to get out and I guess get some life experience first. So lived in Melbourne for a bit, lived in Perth for a little bit, played a bit of footy, and then did that and started my application in 2007, late 2007, and finally joined the police academy in November 2009. So yeah, November 2020 will be 11 years.
Awesome. That's fantastic. You do a,
Yeah.
you do a fantastic job, Mick. And I do the rest of the guys, I'm sure, that you work with. Yeah, so the other thing that I was going to ask you, yeah, so you said obviously you get involved in like obviously
Yep.
Olympics and other sports. What type of things do you guys do with the community, I suppose, to engage and run different programs?
Oh, we do lots, mate. We've got a youth liaison office at the Bendigo Police Station where there's a crew that specifically interact with the youth of Bendigo and try and get out and do, activities, social functions with these youth groups. There's the Bendigo Blue Light Boxing that Adam Woods, who's a detective over at the Socket, he's great in dealing with that and influencing our youth of the community to get fit and learn a new discipline. And we've got different sections at our office where we'll go out and say one day we'll go out and interact with the Aboriginal community, get to learn about their culture. The next day we might be with the Karen community. It really does vary, mate. There's so much going on, but we try and, cover all bases, get to know everyone. And it allows them to see us, not just a person wearing the blue uniform, but more about the person that we are. Yeah, and try and build that trust. So then if they do need our help, that, whether they've had negative experiences or not in the past, they can ring with that, with that knowledge that, our local Bendigo police are proactive and wanting to help wherever they can.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, so you were just saying then also about especially with the younger youth, I suppose, sometimes that must be difficult for obviously police dealing with whatever they may have to deal with, especially with younger people. I suppose sometimes they tend not to like being told what to do or for whatever reason.
Yeah. It's not just the young people, mate. Some of the elders don't.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, so obviously, my next question is to ask, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer it. Obviously, while we're in lockdown, has crime gone up around the local areas, do you think?
It's hard for me to answer that because I'm on a bit of leave at the moment, but from when I was there, the Greater Bendigo community had been awesome, doing the right thing. And I believe that crime had dropped since the beginning of COVID. So I'd like to think that that's not because of COVID. It's because people are getting around and doing the right thing.
That's right.
But in saying that, we'll continue to do our proactive patrolling, get out, make ourselves be seen and try and build that confidence. So then if someone does see someone doing the wrong thing, that, we're called, we get there as soon as we can and try and stop whatever's happening from happening.
That's right, yeah. So obviously we were just talking before about engaging with community sports and community groups. Do you guys obviously do some work with obviously the local schools, I suppose, like helping out kids in the schools, just teaching the kids and obviously saying that as we were saying earlier, if you need help, call 000 and they'll be there to help you.
Yep. Yeah, we do have our youth group that does attend schools from time to time to give those, lectures about road safety, about trying to build that positivity and that connection between the community and police. I know myself, I've been to a couple of schools, including your school. I think we ran the footy day last year.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And just trying to be a part of something so then people know who you are.
Yeah, that's right. It's fantastic to see you guys do some great work and obviously involved with all different community groups and sports. It's fantastic.
That's right.
Yeah, so obviously before we wrap the show up, Mick, I'll obviously ask you, last year you were a assistant coach at a local footy club, and then you're gone to a different footy club as a senior coach. Obviously, this, as we know, the footy season unfortunately didn't get underway. I'm sure you guys must have had a good pre-season at your new local footy club.
Yep. So, as you're just saying, mate, I spent 3 years with the Strathfield Safe Footy Club.
Yeah.
Fantastic bunch of people. Loved it. Learnt a lot. Met a whole heap of new friends. Took on the job at the Witchy-Proof Narraport Footy Club last year. Pre-season was good. Really looking forward to the season, but unfortunately it was called off due to COVID. We'll go around again. We'll get the boys together and hopefully we'll be all right. But, the 3 years at Strath, obviously learning a lot from Coatsy and Darryl before that, I think's put me in quite a good position to be able to pass on the knowledge that I've learnt from them to a new group of people and hopefully be successful.
That's right, Mick. There's some fantastic people that are involved with Storm. Yeah, so you're just saying then you're obviously coaching. You're going to coach this year out at Witchy-Proof. Are you planning on coaching them again next season?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I've already told them that I'll do it again.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed the time that I had there. Just a pity that we didn't get a game in. So, we'll go around again. We'll give it a go. And as we were saying earlier, hopefully we can be successful, but have some fun along the way. Again, make some new friends and go from there.
Sounds good. You must be really looking forward to it next season. I'm sure those.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure those that love footy as well. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to next year. Yeah. So obviously in the AFL, before we wrap the show up, who do you barrack for in the AFL?
I'm an Essendon man, so I've been disappointed for quite a few years now. But it's a bit strange this year with the way the footy's gone. It's good in the way that it's kept us busy. We've been able to, tune in at night and watch almost a game of footy at night for some weeks there. But it's pretty hard to tell who's going to win this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's right. It's definitely a strange season. Well, hopefully next season that the Bombers can have a better year. Obviously, new coach Ben Rutten's obviously going to take over. John Westfold obviously departed, as everyone knows. One big question. Yeah. Do you reckon Big Joe Danaher will re-sign with Essendon, or do you reckon he'll go elsewhere, or you're not sure?
Nah. Look, I hope he stays, given that his family history at the club and his ability to turn a game on its head. He's had a pretty rough run with injuries for quite a long time now. Hopefully he can get his body right. But look, if he does leave, I don't think it'll be the end of the world. It'll just open up an opportunity for some of the younger players or someone that we might be able to bring into the club.
That's right.
They've got the base there. They just need to get it all together and, gel, get that chemistry going. And it's amazing what chemistry does. You don't have to have the best team, the most superstars. If everyone gets along and understands each other's game plan, that's just as good, if not better, than having a team of champions. So,
that's right.
Yeah, fingers crossed they can come up all right. But for your sake, you're a Tigers man, are you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, so quickly. Yeah. So obviously Richmond's been lucky in the last few years. We've been lucky with finals, but I think before that, as we know, Richmond were criticised that the whole footy department should be sacked and they all should go. But it just goes to show you just don't know with footy. Things can turn around that quick, and you could be going that well, or the next season you might not be doing as okay, but things can change so quickly.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and they've put themselves in a really good position, both on and off the field now. Yeah. They've got a good group of people. They've got a couple of superstars, but they've got a good team and good role players that know exactly what they need to do. They know their role. They play their role well. And that obviously helps with the overall effect of the team. So, if I had to pick someone for the flag this year, I'd say Richmond now. But I think it'll be close. I think Brisbane are an up-and-coming side. They look really good.
Yeah, they have.
I think the sneaky team might be St Kilda if they can get over the Doggies this weekend. The fear of the unknown. They haven't played finals for a little while now. They've got or they've brought in some senior players, and with the younger players playing well, Jack Steele's probably one of the most improved players in the comp. You never know.
Yeah, that's right. You never know. Definitely looking forward to watching some footy again on this weekend. It'd be interesting.
Absolutely.
Because of the first round of finals, it'd be exciting to see how everything goes. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, thanks so much, Mick, for coming on and obviously chatting about Blue Ribbon Day and talking about some of the work that Victoria Police is doing. It's fantastic. As a community, we're very lucky to have you guys out there keeping us all safe. So thanks so much for coming on and chatting today. Much appreciated.
No worries, mate. I'm a follower of your podcast, mate. I really like what you're doing. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Mick. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Bye for now.